Apple just released iOS 27 Beta 2, and there are a few additions for AppleHome users and refinements. Some of these small refinements gives us a better idea of where Apple is heading with AppleHome and Apple Intelligence. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything that's new for AppleHome in iOS 27 Beta 2, and also some of the things I spotted after I created my first video just after WWDC. So continue watching to see what AppleHome users have to look forward to when Apple releases the software later this year. For anyone new here, I'm John. I've been using AppleHome for 10 years and reviewing Smarthome technology for more than 6 years, and this channel is dedicated to help you build a better AppleHome smart home through the latest news, reviews, and tutorials. So if that sounds interesting, you want to become part of this community, make sure to subscribe and follow along on my social media channels as well. For those that didn't watch the first beta video, let's quickly recap what Apple announced already at WWDC. Apple introduced 4K HomeKit Secure video support. It also included Apple Intelligence powered video analysis, natural language search for camera recordings, intelligent notifications, energy monitoring for compatible devices, and faster accessory setup, and what's arguably the best Siri upgrade we've had in a long time. If you want to watch the full video, it's coming above now and in the description below that gives into full details. Now with Beta 2, we're starting to see some additional pieces fall into place. When you first launch AppleHome after updating to Beta 2, you'll be greeted by a brand new splash screen. At first glance, this doesn't look particularly exciting, but there's actually quite a few hidden features that you need to be aware of. Apple is now specifically highlighting the ability to pause accessory setup and add multiple accessories during setup workflow. That's interesting because both features align with the previously announced capabilities that were found in Matter 1.6 last week. One of the headline features of Matter 1.6 was the ability to pause commissioning during setup. This is particularly useful to devices like light fixtures where you need to physically install the device before completing the setup. Previously, if something interrupts with setup, you could find yourself starting all over again. Is this Apple's own implementation or is it Matter 1.6? At this stage, we do not know. What we do know is Apple is clearly putting more focus on improving the onboarding experience for new accessories. The splash screen also referenced Thermostat electrical energy usage monitoring alongside smart plugs that was already announced. Energy monitoring is one of the smart home features announced at WWDC, but originally Apple focused primarily on smart plugs and outlets. The fact thermostats are now being highlighted suggests Apple intends to provide a broader energy insights across more device categories when using electricity. Again, this is a small change, but one that tells us quite a lot about where Apple is heading. Next up is a minor change inside the Apple Intelligence settings for AppleHome. Apple has updated some of the wording to better explain how Apple Intelligence features work within the AppleHome. This isn't a major change. You're not getting really any functionality here, but it's another example of Apple continuing to refine the experience and improving clarity as the beta progresses. This is exactly the sort of changes we'll start to see through the beta cycle. Apple has also expanded language support related to camera intelligence descriptions. This again is another sign that Apple is preparing those Apple Intelligence powered camera capabilities for a wider audience before the public release later this year. Again, not a flashy headline feature, but definitely an important addition behind the scenes. Now let's talk about the next feature that this for me was not present in Beta 1, but it was for others despite me running everything that was needed, including tvOS 27 Beta 1. When viewing all of your HomeKit cameras, Apple has a much faster way to jump between individual camera feeds. It's much easier to navigate if you have multiple cameras around your home. Apple has also improved event playback. When reviewing a recording, you can switch between different camera perspectives to see the same event from other cameras around your property. If another camera didn't capture that event, AppleHome will clearly tell you that no recording is available rather than leave you wondering if something is broken. Another welcome change is the addition of seconds on the recording timeline rather than only showing hours and minutes. You can also now search by date to pull up recordings for a specific date in time, so it'll show you all the recordings for that date. The next change is something I've wanted personally in Apple for a long time. Inside AppleHome, the software updates section now displays available Apple TV firmware updates. Previously, this section only showed HomePod and HomePod mini updates along with accessories. Now everything is starting to come together in one place. It's a small quality of life improvement, but reinforces something we've all been probably wanting for a long time. Apple TV is increasingly becoming a core part of the AppleHome platform. Having software updates managed within AppleHome actually makes sense. Hopefully, this is just the beginning of Apple bringing more Apple TV management features into AppleHome. Now let's talk about one of the most exciting additions that I found. Siri can now answer questions about activity captured by your HomeKit Secure video cameras. For example, I asked Siri whether a delivery had been spotted. It then identified a delivery from last Wednesday, provided the date, and explained how it recognized the event. That's a real massive improvement in my opinion, but it gets better. I then asked the question to open the specific recording. Now, during my testing, this was only successful once. Most attempts when I've been testing it have not worked, but this is still beta 2 software and exactly sort of thing we should expect Apple to refine over the coming months. But more importantly, this capability exists instead of manually searching for recordings and scrubbing timelines. And that's the sort of natural language integration Apple promised at WWDC. And honestly, this feels like one of the biggest AppleHome upgrades we've seen in years. Now, before we wrap up, I want to revisit two AppleHome features that I discovered after publishing my original video. The first is how much more detailed Apple's camera intelligence features are becoming. Initially, Apple talked about identifying people, animals, vehicles, and packages, but during testing, I discovered Apple Intelligence was actually capable of a lot more. In one example, Apple didn't just identify a delivery person that had arrived, it actually recognized Royal Mail from the badge on the uniform. In another example, it identified the company name on a passing vehicle. That's a level of contextual awareness. It's not just telling you something happened, it's helping explain what happened. The second discovery relates to Apple Intelligent Notifications, and honestly, this could be one of my favorite AppleHome features. When I went out for a walk with my dog, one of my cameras detected I'd left home. Instead of simply notifying me that somebody had been leaving the property, AppleHome also highlighted that my smart lock was still unlocked. And now, yes, AppleHome can already notify you when a lock is locked or unlocked, but this is different. This is contextual awareness again. Apple isn't simply reporting an event, it's understanding the state of your home and identifying something important that may require your attention. If this is how intelligent notifications are going to work, they become one of the most powerful and genuine useful features inside AppleHome. So overall, iOS 27 Beta 2 isn't a massive AppleHome release, but it's a meaningful one. We're seeing Apple continue to refine onboarding, improve camera functionality, integrate TV more closely into AppleHome, and gradually expose more of the Apple Intelligence features. For me, the biggest takeaway is that AppleHome is becoming more contextual, whether that's Siri understanding camera events, cameras recognizing more detailed information or notifications, understanding the state of your home. Apple seems to be moving beyond automation and towards genuine intelligence. And if Apple Beta 2 is anything to go by, there's still plenty more that could come with iOS 27 when it launched later this year. However, we're still waiting for 4K camera support and Matter support for cameras. I suspect 4K camera support will require a firmware change by the camera manufacturers. So guys, let me know in the comments which AppleHome feature you're most excited about and if you spotted anything else in Beta 2 that I haven't covered. So guys, that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, a like really goes a long way and helps this channel more than you probably realize. You can also check out some of the other videos on the channel and I've linked them in the description below. And if you like what you see and you're not already a subscriber and you want to become part of this AppleHome community, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell button so you don't miss when videos go live. You can also follow along on my social channels as well. I'm on X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thanks very much. I'll speak to you soon.